This is like really good lighting. Okay. Hi guys, my name is Chris Brunning, and today I have a different type of video for you guys. I have a story time video, which is, I've never done a story time video on my channel. I've always wanted to because I love watching people do story time videos. I feel like I get so into them. I'll go on a random storytime video and not even knowing how long it is, click on it and realize that I've been watching a video for 30 minutes of just a story, because they're so good and they're so interesting, especially when something crazy happens. And I was like, yeah, I want to try a storytime video, right? What's something like crazy that's happened? Because I don't want to do I don't want to do a fake storytime video. I want to be genuinely real, because I'm not gonna just make something up. So I was thinking like, oh, what's something that's like kind of crazy? Oh yeah, we called the cops on our neighbors one time where we're living now. So I was like, and our neighbors are assholes. So how about I make a video about our neighbors? By the way, I don't know how long this video will be. I'm gonna try to keep it like, I don't know, under 10 minutes. You know, if it's over 10 minutes, I'm sorry. I'm trying to like cram everything in. So if, by the way, if you guys do like it, please let me know in the comments below. So to start this off, I live in this apartment with, it's me, my brother, Billy, and his girlfriend, Nicole. So it's the three of us that live here, and we've lived here for almost a year now, I think like 11 months. I moved out to New Jersey, where I'm living now, in August of last year, and we've been living here ever since, and we're actually going to be moving in like 2 weeks or something to a house, so I'm like really excited about that. But anyways, so the story starts off with us moving in, right? So we moved into this apartment, even though it's an apartment, but it's not like an apartment complex. It's a big house, and it has an upstairs and a downstairs. The downstairs is a business, it's a salon, and then the upstairs has 2 units. The first one, there was a couple there, and then the second one is ours. And actually, a few months after we moved into ours, the couple moved out. So nobody has lived in the apartment next to us for like 9 months, because the state took over the house. It's like a long story, honestly. Basically, we rented this apartment, and our landlord lost the house as we were living in it. So there's like this whole legal like issue thing that we have no clue what's going on. We still don't know, and we've been here for almost a year. And we knew that we were living above a salon, but we just thought it'd be like, oh, you know, it's cool living above a salon. We want to get like a haircut or I don't know, pedicure or something. We can go downstairs, you know, whatever. We don't have to worry about neighbors. Turns out we were wrong. So it all started the day we moved in. So we moved in, I guess, on, I don't know exactly what day we moved in, but the salon people were downstairs when we moved in, and we thought it would be like, oh, kind of cool, they would say hi to us and we'd be all friendly. So we moved in, and we initially got a bad vibe right away. It was really awkward because they would just stand outside and watch us. And by the way, all these salon ladies, they also smoke cigarettes, so it's so awkward when we have to go downstairs or when we come home and we have to walk right past their door, which is also, in order for us to get upstairs, we need to, there's a little like walkway, right? And we need to walk right past their like break room. And it's so awkward because there's a door and they could like see us, and they always sit outside to like smoke and take their break, and it's just, and every single time we walk outside we smell smoke, and it's just really annoying. So we moved in and everything was all great. I love the apartment, by the way. It's so nice. I love like the kitchen, the layout. It's like open. We also live like 2 miles away from the beach, so I can really run to the beach. And so yeah, we moved in and we're all settled and we're all fine. And then I believe this was right away. We noticed that it was like loud out in the living room, like the music from downstairs, because you know it's a salon, so they're gonna have music, they're gonna have salon music, whatever. We were like, wow, it's like really loud, especially here in the living room. So we were initially like, oh, that's kind of annoying. Why is it so loud? Over time, we learned that they blast music all the time. They're open, I think, Tuesday through Saturday, I believe. But the thing is, some days aren't as bad as others, so maybe it's like, oh, maybe they can't help it. Maybe the speaker's in the ceiling, and when they turn up to like a little bit, it blasts. But no, some days, you cannot hear it at all. but some days it is super loud. So obviously there's like a level. They can do it, you know, higher, they can do it lower, so why not do it like lower and respect the people above you, because they have like the speakers in the ceilings. Literally in the living room, if the music was on right now, I could hear it and I could feel it like vibrating literally in the floor, and it'd be like boom 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 boom, and it was just super annoying. Another thing, in my room and in Billy and Nicole's room, there's like massage rooms or whatever in the back, because it's a huge salon with like many different rooms, and there's massage rooms, and every single morning, I'm not joking, when they're open, I hear music in my room. I wake up to music, and we were like, oh, maybe we should say something. So I think my brother Billy, I think he like went downstairs one day and was just like, hey guys, can you please like turn down your music, whatever, it's loud. And I think they were like, oh yeah, that's fine. I don't remember the stuff in the beginning, because that was like almost a year ago, so I really don't even remember exactly what happened. So this part could be a little off, but so I'm pretty sure he was like, oh, you know, he asked them once to be all like, oh, can you turn on the music, whatever. And then they were like, oh yeah, and I think they might have turned it down that one day. Then the next day it was like loud again. So we were just annoyed and we were pissed off because it was super loud. Also, another thing, they close at like 9 p.m. or something, and it would literally be 9:30 at night, and we would still hear the music. So we're like, we're trying to go to bed, and it's almost 10 o'clock, and we could still hear music in the room. So that was just annoying. And then a few other things happened. I believe I think it was like a few months after this, we heard more music, and by the way, they were slamming their doors. There's like a door outside in the front that they kept on slamming. Whenever they would shut it, I don't know if it like was those doors that automatically shuts on its own. I'm pretty sure it is. So they probably just like let it shut, and every single time they close the door, it shakes the whole entire apartment. I feel like this house is about to fall down any minute, but it literally shut and shake the whole apartment, and we got so mad that my brother Billy jumped in the air and landed on the ground so loud it literally shook the whole entire apartment, probably twice as bad as the door. But we were like so mad. They're just being annoying, they're being assholes. They kept on playing music, so it was just annoying. So he did that, and we were immediately like, oh my god, that was so loud. We were not expecting it to be that loud at all. And then as soon as he does that, we hear the door slam, and it shakes the apartment again, and we're like, uh-oh. And then we hear somebody coming up the stairs, because whenever somebody comes up the stairs, we can hear it, because this apartment's kind of old and shit. So anyways, so we heard somebody coming up the stairs, and we were like, oh great. And my brother was like, oh yeah, let him come up. So he came up and knocked on the door and was like, so what's the problem here? And my brother was like, you're blasting music and you're slamming doors and whatever. And they both got into like an argument, and it was just awkward. And then more and more things happened on and off for the past year. Like, nothing really was resolved from that argument. It was just super annoying, and they were just being complete assholes. So the next thing that happened, there's so many things that happened. I don't remember really in chronological order what exactly happened, so I'll just tell you random stuff. Also, I have live footage and live pictures of stuff that proves what happened. So get ready for this. So another thing that happened, right? So us being in this apartment, right, we have a private lot, and our private lot is 4 parking spots, right? And it's completely different from the salon parking lot. There's even a sign in front of it that says like private parking lot. And since the people next to us moved out, there's 4, and it's only me, Billy, and Nicole. So we only use 3 parking spots, so there's usually 1 open all the time. But it's still like our private parking spot, and now and then like we'll have people come over, so you know, somebody will use that spot. So this happened a while ago. I don't even remember exactly when, but somebody parked in the 4th parking spot, and I think we were all like, oh, it was just a random car that we didn't know. And we were like, oh, who's that? Like, you know, whatever. And it was probably either a worker of the salon or somebody, or like a customer, because this salon's always busy, and it's always people. Like, it's always packed. So apparently it was, I don't remember if it was a customer or if it was a worker. I remember my brother going downstairs and telling them like, oh, somebody's in our spot, like, I don't know, like, get the hell out. I don't know. I don't know exactly what he said, but, and I'm pretty sure like they moved their car or something happened, and then they just kept on doing it. I think they literally did it 3-4 times. Another thing, the owner of the salon, he has this red like convertible car. He parked in our parking spot, and I even have a picture. I'll show it right here. over the months, they would just be loud, and we would slam our feet on the ground, because it's just like, come on, assholes, like, just lower the music. That's like a way of saying, like, lower the music for us, right? So we would slam our feet in the ground, or we would just make noise, or be, you know, we would blast music on the TV now and then, because we have a surround sound, so we would just play, like, music and be loud on purpose, because they were being, like, dicks. At one point, we heard them, like, getting a broom or something, or a stick, and like, banging on the ceiling downstairs, and it's just like, come on, like, they're just being assholes. And another thing that happened is, I think this was after we were, like, banging on the ground, because they kept on slamming the door, and they kept on, like, being, you know, noisy. I think we, like, slammed our feet on the ground or something, and we heard somebody come up the stairs and bang on the wall right next to our door, and they were literally banging on the wall, and the shower is right next to that. It's right, like, behind the wall, the shower, and one of my shampoo bottles from the shower literally knocked off. We had no clue what it was at first, and then we were like, we literally sat here for like 30 seconds. We were like, what was that? We had no clue it was banging. We just didn't even know what it was. So eventually we, like, walked outside, and we were like, what the hell was that? And we figured out that's what it was. And another thing, they left because they were banging on it, and this house is a piece of shit. They were banging on it, and it left a mark, and you can even see, like, an imprint where somebody would have banged on it. So that's another thing that they did. I think the very next day after that, the owner of the salon parked in our parking spot, literally just to be like screw you guys, or like, and it was completely empty, the salon, but our parking spot. So I think we called the cops on that, and we also called the cops this one night because the music is loud. They had the music on, and then they just left, and they never shut it off. I don't know if they forgot to, or they intentionally did that. And we're like, it's like 11 o'clock at night at this point, and we're like, we're trying to go to bed, and the music is literally blasting, and we could feel it, and it's bumping, and we're like, okay, we're not taking this. So we literally called the cops. They came over, and we thought they were gonna be like, oh guys, like, it's only music and whatever, you know, just don't worry about it. But they literally came inside, and they were like, oh yeah, it's definitely loud. They knew exactly what we were talking about, because it is loud. And they got a hold of the owner, and he had to drive all the way here and turn it off and then leave. But it's just really annoying, because literally the slamming door, like, the music is like almost one thing where it's like we got used to it, and it was just kind of like, okay, it's annoying. We could just play the TV and, you know, have it loud, or and try to ignore it, because I feel like I can ignore it now. But the slamming of the door is one thing that I was just like, one day they literally did it just like every 5 minutes, like all day. And then we have something good that actually happened. I mean, we're moving in like 2 weeks. We're like, peace out. The salon people downstairs, they're moving too. Like, I think they, like, left already, honestly. Because now and then we'll creep on their, like, Instagram page or their Facebook page, and they literally posted something like, oh, something like, guys, we're relocating to this other place, and we were literally like, we stared at each other like, thank God, like, really. But I think the only reason why they're moving is because of, like, this whole landlord thing, because like, nobody owns this house anymore. Like, the state owns it. There's not, like, a person that owns it. So we're also, like, kind of like, we have no clue what's going on. Like, when we're paying rent, we're like, who's this money really going to? Because it's not going to a person. So we're actually glad to be out of here, because this whole house thing has just been so crazy. Also, I just want to say, before this video gets to be 20 minutes long, I do want to do an apartment tour, because I'm gonna miss this apartment. You know, I think we're all gonna miss it. When we move into our new house, I want to do a house tour also for that house. I do have another picture that I actually forgot to talk about. Another thing, they'll just sit there and read their magazines and be smoking and leave their chair in the walkway. I actually took a picture of that too, so you guys can even see. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully that all made sense. This is my first Storytime video, so hopefully you guys liked it. If you guys want, I will be doing more Storytime videos, so if you guys could please like this video, please subscribe, please comment on what you guys think. What would you guys do in this situation? Also, on if you want me to do any more Storytime videos, because I actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I do have a lot of stories that I could talk about on YouTube. I think it'd be really fun, and I think it'd be just a cool new series of videos that I would do, because I don't know, it's kind of fun. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. Bye bye.